what on earth is business coaching? So I'd love to throw in a little line here that kind of goes back to the very beginning. When coaching first came out at the end of the 90s, there was really two branches. There was personal coaching and executive coaching. So, you know, on one hand, you've got something like executive coaching. Anyone here, for you, you've kind of said, you know, I am interested in executive coaching. I'd like to be an executive coach, or any of that going on? Anyone executive coaches? Be proud. Okay, great, wonderful. And of course, executive coaching, you're in the perfect program. Believe it or not, you're in the perfect program to learn everything you need to know about executive coaching. That's my firm assertion. Because executive coaching is 100% on access with all the coaching skills you're learning. So you can see it's a perfect fit. And by the way, in case anyone was wondering, there is no difference between executive coaching and personal coaching. Maybe a tiny bit of language. It helps to sell yourself if you got a little bit of business language, but it's the same thing. Can you see that? All roads lead to Rome. You're all going to that big question, what do you want out of life? The big what do you want question. And, you know, we're going to go through business, or we're going to go through it there some other way. Okay, so we got executive coaching. There's a new thing that just came out in the last few years. It's an in-house coach. And it used to be, at the very beginning of coaching, everyone wanted to quit their job and become a coach. And so I have an upgrade to that. Keep your job and become a coach. Can you see that's way easier? Keep your job and become a coach. Be an in-house coach. And so this is getting very popular in companies. And by the way, it's really easy because you don't have to go and fight for clients and doing all that business building stuff and anything. They just come to you, and you have an unlimited source of clients. And it works well for the company, economically and in terms of results. So anyone here interested in, you've thought about in-house coach? We got a bunch of in-house coaches. Wonderful, wonderful. And again, with in-house coach, you're following the arrow. You're following the same structure and architecture of coaching. So it's really, again, you're in the perfect program for learning everything there is to know about in-house coaching. So we're at one end of the arrow here. And then as you go down the arrow, can I get a little bit radical here? A little bit radical? That's a contracting question. I'm asking permission. Okay, so there's this new thing called a manager as a coach. What on earth is that? What is a manager as a coach? So now, by the way, there's some coaches who don't believe that a manager could even be a coach. Because, you know, obviously a manager has a 100% agenda for the conversation, and I'm the boss and you're my employee and you have to do what I say, and that's the whole boss thing. But imagine you could step out of that and step into something else called a manager as a coach. What would that look like? What would that quality bring to the relationship? What would that quality of partnership become? So this is one of my passions. I love the whole domain of the conversation manager as coach. And it's a hot area because there's a lot of managers in the world. Can you see that coaching as a skill, as a leadership quality, you could bring it everywhere inside of this manager's coach business. Now, what if we went even further down the line? What would we find? If we just kept generalizing the Ericksonian principles, the coaching principles, if we just kept moving them out into the world, I'm going to assert that we'd find something like coaching as a communication style. A really broad set of principles where you're bringing the value that you experienced in the coaching session that you just had everywhere in your day. You're a commitment to bring that quality of coaching into all your conversations every day, all day, throughout the day, as a communication style. So coaching as just as a form of communication. Okay, so that's the talk for tomorrow night.
Sounds good.
Interested? Yeah. Come on in. We'll have some fun tomorrow night. And there's wine and cheese.
Okay.
Thank you.